Even though I don't have to be here on the weekends, I'm playing lacrosse or I'm watering flowers or I'm doing extra work here just because I love to be here and I love the people and the places, and it really is home away from home.
Waring has also done a great job expanding my horizons into things that I never thought I would be interested in doing. I mean, I'm putting on a play this week. I'm part of a robotics team. I got to captain a soccer team. I fell in love with art and poetry, all thanks to Waring.
Human beings are wonderfully constructed as learners, whether that evolved in us or whether it was a synergy of creation and evolution, whatever view you want to take. We are equipped, marvelously equipped as learners. We're so used to talking about learning and education as a way to get a better job, a way to get into a more prestigious college. It's all a means to an end. At Waring, we say, no, actually, learning is the end.
I think one of the most amazing things about the Waring education is the ability to try new things. For most of my years at Waring, I've done theater, and I've been a theater nerd and like a music and art nerd, and then after not doing soccer for 6 years, I just jumped onto the varsity team, and I was on the bench for most of the time, but it was still an incredible experience. Everyone is so super welcoming, and I had one of the best seasons of my life.
One of the things I appreciate most about the things I've learned from Waring and the educational experience here is the critical thinking skills that have been given to me throughout the disciplines that we are taught here. Not just in humanities class and in reading texts. The things I've picked up in math and in science, I think just being able to look at all the data that was given to me in graphs and in polls and whatnot, and being able to interpret it and have a statistical literacy and then not just take things at surface value, and that was incredibly helpful in one of the most important decisions of my life.
The narrative of the school answers the why question. That's really what a narrative does. There are lots of how questions, how to structure your classes. Most educators spend most of their time talking about how questions. But it's the why questions that really define a school, and the narrative is the answer to the why questions. Why school?
I sincerely hope you learn from my misconception and know that this community does not, in fact, ask you to change into some archetypal quote-unquote Waring student, because imagine how boring that would be. Rather, it asks that you bring your full self, your true self, because every one of you is a vibrant and unique new addition to your grade, to your tutorial, and to the school.
At Waring, one has one's written voice and one's musical voice and one's spoken voice, and you don't discover your voice without exercising your voice. And of course, this spreads throughout the school, but certainly in the writing program, where students write for each other. It's something that is so obvious that students will write well, and they will write with conviction, and they'll want to write if they're writing for an audience that they care about.
There are so many different ways you can interact with the younger students or people in other grades. In junior and senior year, you're allowed to TA and teach the younger students in different subjects like writing and art.
People have begun to ask me as I think about my retirement, what is most important? What can't we change? And well, it's important to think about that. But to me, the thing that's most important is that narrative continue to be alive and rooted in the school, because it's a living narrative. It's not the problem with a mission statement is it's words. It's on a page. It's a document. But a real narrative is like a taproot into the very center of the school, and that is what has to survive.
Merci. Merci. Merci.